What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my own Shows with Giants YouTube channel. It's Joseph Ward, and let's get right into it. Today's topic, we're talking about what pro-blackness is, and can you be pro-black and not marry black? Is marrying white okay for a person who is considered pro-black? First of all, let's focus on pro-blackness. All right. At the end of the day, pro-blackness is about the building and the maintaining of the black family and the black community. Overall, that's what pro-blackness is. So all of your activities, your mindsets, and everything that you create and build are designed to help to build and maintain the black family and the black community. Exclusively the black family and the black community. Yes, pro-blackness is just as exclusive as somebody being pro-life, pro-women's rights, pro-swimming, pro-whatever. It's exclusive this. So, yes, it's about the black community exclusively building itself up, having the ability to self-actualize like all the other groups that exist. And all other groups are pro-whatever group they are. Hispanics are pro-Hispanic. Whites are pro-white. Indians are pro-Indian. So don't come on here with the foolishness like, oh, you sound racist, because it's not about being racist. Being pro-black doesn't mean being against anything else, but it is about the building and the maintaining of the black community and the black family exclusively. That's hence the pro part. I don't know how people, I don't even know how we get to this topic to where we have to explain pro-blackness. Well, actually I do. I do understand that this happens when our media isn't strong enough to control the narratives. And then you have black people who consider themselves as pro-black who have married outside the race and are saying that they are pro-black. Nah, you're not pro-black. You are for the rights of black people. You are for equality for black people. You are for black people, but you're not pro-black, because at the end of the day, pro-blackness goes back to the building and the maintaining of the black family and the black community exclusively. You can't build a black family marrying white. You can't build a black family marrying Indian. You can't build a black family marrying Chinese. You can't build a black family marrying anything outside of black. I mean, you're not going to. Your family's not going to be black. Your family's going to be mixed this and mixed that. And the interest, the overall, and the underlying and the interest of your family would not be totally black. Hence, you're not pro-black. Right? I mean, I didn't think we would have to get to the point where we had to explain this stuff, but apparently we do. And pro-blackness is important in these days and times because white supremacy racism exists. If white supremacy racism didn't exist, or any type of supremacy or any type of racism didn't exist, we wouldn't have a need for the pro-black stances that we're taking. Hence, if you look back in history, before the advent of white supremacy racism, there was no need for a unifying idea of blackness. Even though black people did love their blackness, and black people did uplift themselves and enjoy themselves in their blackness, because there was no systems in place telling them that their blackness was bad, telling them that their blackness was inhumane, right? But because those systems are in place now, and those systems have been so persistent over the last 400 or 500 years, we have to make sure that we are uplifting ourselves, because we've been, we've had dirt thrown at us for so long. So that's why we're here, making sure that we explain and understand who we are and where we are in this specific space and time, and how do we help ourselves. One of the best ways to help ourselves is to build for ourselves and maintain what we build and be able to protect what we build. One of our biggest flaws is we never protect what we build. And you've heard me say this plenty of times. If you build it, you must protect it. But in order to build it, especially something that allows for the black community, for black people to self-actualize, we have to have a pro-black mindset, a pro-black way of living, a pro-black way of engineering our future, just pro-black everything, all black everything. And if you can be black and be against pro-blackness, that's cool, but this pro-blackness not gonna stop. And I really don't understand the people who are black and you claim to not be for racism or these other things, but you have an issue with pro-blackness. I don't get how being pro-black is a bad thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Pro-blackness or consciousness of being woke has been portrayed negatively in the media, but so has every other realm of blackness. How has the image of consciousness not been demonized like every other depiction of black life? Right? Yes, you got stupid people in all walks of life, because so many people have really brought into these European mindsets, and there's so many people who really think that they're out of these European mindsets, but nah, you're really not, because your actions show it. But we can't let the actions of a few deter a whole group of people. Just like for those of us who consider ourselves conscious, we don't let the actions of a few Christians, Muslims, Jews, or whatever make us think that we got to throw away everybody who's not conscious or pro-black or whatever, right? Even though I do think all black people should be pro-black, I think all white people should be pro-white, I think all Asians should be pro-Asian. I don't have a problem with people being pro themselves. The problem comes in when your pro comes as a default for me, as something where you're trying to be superior over me now. Now we have an issue where your pro is saying that whatever I am is subordinate to you, is not good enough. And that's where we are in this space and time with white supremacy. And that's why pro-blackness is so important. We have to struggle to love ourselves when we're living behind enemy lines, being caught down by the throes of white supremacy, which has been proven to exist. Systematic white supremacy has been proven to exist. There's enough data and information collected to prove that white supremacy and racism exists. Matter of fact, I just left this training in Orlando. This training talking about HIV and AIDS, and one of the breakout sessions was about structural racism and how structural racism definitely exists in America, and how there's loads and loads of statistical data and information to prove that racism and white supremacy exist in America. There's so much information out there to help prove that. But there's so many people caught up in this idea of, I have to prove to white people that I'm not what they think I am. And it's so funny that oppressed people, black people, are so caught up in showing white people that they're not the demons that white people say we are. But white people have no problem being the demons that we say they are and more. White people don't give a damn if we say that they are terrorizing us. Guess what they're going to keep doing? Especially those who support white supremacy. Guess what they're going to keep doing? Terrorizing us, because they don't give a damn about us the way we give a damn about them. We're too welcoming, and there's too much history out there to let us know that we don't owe anybody anything. We don't have to be welcoming to white people and white supremacy. But what we have to be welcoming to, what we should be welcoming to, is pro-blackness and anything that promotes the liberation and upliftment of the black family and the black community.